Let's imagine we travel back in time, around 1980s, in the world of mobile networking. We just were introduced to 1G. In 1G, analog signals were used to transmit data. Only voice communication was possible through 1G. The first generation of mobile communication, data were carried by one channel from the source to the destination. This means two callers were not able to hear or talk to each other simultaneously. This caused poor voice quality. Voice transmission is achieved using frequency around 900 MHz and analog modulation. In 1G, speeds of 2.4 kilobits could be achieved, which was much for that time. Then came 2G. This technology was introduced in the 1990s. The radio signals used in 2G was digital, a much more efficient than an analog signal. Due to this, data rate of 64 kilobits per second could be sent. Finally, texting was possible. Along with this, 2G brought web browsing and sending and receiving mails. Protocol of CDMA and GSM was used. The limitations of 2G technology was that it couldn't support high-speed internet and had a much higher latency. The 3G technology was introduced in the early 2000s. The limitations of 2G technology was overcome by 3G technology. Almost. Web browsing, email, video downloading, picture sharing and other smartphone technology was introduced in the third generation. Data speed of 144 kilobits to 2 megabits per second at best conditions was possible. 3G mobile used a protocol of UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. Now the very well known 4G. This technology was introduced in the 2009. Data speed of up to 1000 megabits could be possible. The significant features of 4G technology are high security and a low cost per bit. And even services such as gaming and 3D television and cloud computing was also possible. All this was achieved by the protocol of MIMO, multiple input and multiple output, and OFDM, octagonal frequency division multiplexing. 4G is described by using the term magic. Mobile, multimedia, anytime, anywhere, global mobility support, integrated wireless solution, customized personal service. Now the future, actually the present. 5G technology development was started in the late 2010 and completed in the mid of 2019. 4G at a speed of 1000 megabits per second at its best, which is quite fast, but 5G brings much more speed to the table. Because of the shorter frequency used by 5G, this drastically reduces the latency. Latency is nothing but the delay between sending and receiving information. That's also known as ping. Is just a millisecond. 5G includes device-to-device communication, low power consumption, greater speed, greater capacity, 1000 times capacity of 4G. Data speed of 10 gigabits per second could be achieved. 5G will use cloud computing mechanism in their mobiles, that is a technology used to centralize data, response and internet connection to maintain proper application. 5G will take the advantages of its millimeter wave at a frequency between 30 to 300 GHz. But millimeter waves can't travel easily through buildings or any other solid objects. So 5G will also take advantages of small cell. These small cells are mini base stations that are placed around 250 meters to provide the signals. 5G technology uses protocol of MIMO and beamforming to reduce interference of signal with other devices. 5G actually rivals Wi-Fi right now, and Wi-Fi 6 looks to put that to a stop. If you want to know more about Wi-Fi 6 and other things, make sure you subscribe and please do leave a comment. Thank you.